Well, Dimitri, are you finally going to tell us the damn truth?
In the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland.
Are you not going to kill him?
That can't possibly be necessary. Failure never got to him. All he'd ever do is laugh and try again.
I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. The people of Duscur who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me.
Responsibility? I may not be the best one to ask. Here we are, everyone. We are at the finale of the Azure Moon run. So we've got this episode and part 2 coming up next week. I hope you all are as excited as I am to see what goes on at the conclusion of this route. We've gotten to know these characters a lot, and I'll miss them once the route is over, but we still have a few missions left with Father Dedue, Pikachu, Dimitri, and all the rest. We see that Ash gets some additional range on his magic, so he's going to be quite potent in the missions that we have left. And something that some of you have been waiting for is Mercedes to get onto that Pegasus as a Falcon Knight.
Yeah! Woohoo! Fighting!
We have a bit of grinding to do before we can get into the final missions, so get ready for a lot of level ups and critical hits. Here we go with Father Dedue starting things off. One of the big draws of the route.
The better to serve his highness.
Finally, he gets a decent level once in this whole run. 1 out of the 43. Here comes Ash showing off that new range on his spells.
Impressive.
Can't even see what he killed. Here comes Annette with one of her signature triple-digit crits.
You make me feel safe.
And another person to make Mercy feel safe. Felix just lording all of his superior stats over him.
Here is something to believe in.
Trilith showing that arson can take many forms in many places. Here comes just some regular wind, and we have Squire Marianne back here getting a level.
I'm really gaining
A really bad level. I don't know why that is giving you confidence of all things. Ingrid coming in with the unexpected weather patterns given that we're inside a building. Here comes a Thunder from Dimitri, enough to get him to level 42. He's a little behind Ash, I guess.
I won't stop marching onward.
Could you march on the magic path, maybe? Here's Ash to give you a little refresher on some Brigid lessons you may have missed.
It was the only way.
I expect no less.
Well, it wasn't the only way. We just saw some different magic from Dimitri. Here is a counter crit from Sylvain, getting him to level 42.
That took too much effort.
It kinda did, given that it was pretty useless. Great dodges there coming in for Sylvain, winning a couple of coin flips. And he gets 2 crits in a row to steal that kill on the enemy turn. Steals some money, too. Here comes Annette with the channel signature 69 crit. Couldn't edit that out. No, it's not bad, Sylvain. You really need to give her more credit. She's a woman. I guess you started with that. Here's Mercedes showing off her new Falcon Knight look.
This is for everyone's good.
Well, certainly for the Crusher's good. And who gets MVP in this battle? Ash, of course. Moving right along. Let's get some more levels. Gilbert the Trickster, channel mascot potential coming in for level 38.
Still had room to grow.
You did, and you actually decided to use it. Not something all of us do here.
You ready?
Just enough for the crit to take it out in one shot. Good job, Annette.
Just like that.
Trylith knows a thing or two about brutal murder. Sir Felix getting an incredible amount of
You're
damage.
so on top of it.
And yeah, he is on top of it. He topped the amount of damage you did for sure. Sylvain's crit, however, does not kill his opponent.
Let's finish this.
That'll do, though.
You knew the
He can
odds.
kill people that are defenseless.
I'm counting on you.
And Mercedes didn't want to do that herself.
Thanks.
Ash has physic. I'm still amazed by how useful that is.
Without power, who can you protect?
Well, without physical power, you were managing to protect almost everyone pretty well, so...
For now, I'll revel in my achievement.
Maybe if you ever had a physical weapon, there would be more reason for revelry. Crit coming down from Sylvain. Again, doesn't kill anything, and he gets hurt. Alright, Sylvain, try again. It will not. Ingrid is here with her buddy Seteth.
Haven't withered away just yet.
Well, no, but now you'll be able to do it faster.
I have mastered this ability.
Yes, thank you for the factual update. Finally finished something. He had to get out his fanciest sword.
That took too much effort.
Again, it did. You
I'm impressed.
need to get stronger, and Trylith, you don't need to be sarcastic, buddy.
It was the only
Some
way.
winds blowing away the last enemy on the map. Gilbert MVP, really? Let's see how number 3 goes. Alright, Sylvain, can you do this in one shot? You can!
Don't bother haunting me.
You get a trade secret out of it. Curved shot finishes that one off. Gets us to level 43.
I keep advancing.
You actually do. I wish you could serve as an example for everyone else, but we don't set a very good example around here. Mercedes manages to get herself to level 41 after weathering that onslaught, and what a level it is! Wow! You really meant for every stats good.
It was meant to
Normal
be.
attack from Sir Felix gets him to level 44. He's already at the highest tier of the
Faster.
Night Guard, and he actually is stronger and faster. I'll give him that.
So many openings.
Crit from Trickster Gilbert.
Never doubted you.
Really? Someone never doubted Gilbert. That makes one. And a dance from our dear father Dedue.
This is no time to stand up.
Back to his level standard of 2 stats, exactly. Sylvain glitches a little bit before getting a crit and not killing anything. Even from beyond reality, he can't get that kill. Here is Gilbert in his full magic-using Trickster glory.
Maybe I'm not a total waste.
I don't think we can really say that yet. We just warded Sylvain for no reason. Here's an HP, and that HP gets Happy to level 39.
Keep your expectations in check.
Honestly, if I keep them that high, I will probably be disappointed, so that's good advice. Ash just totally murdering that tin can, and finding some gold inside instead of beans. Maybe they were golden beans, who's to say? Here's a crit coming down from
Can't
Annette.
afford to lose.
And one more we gotta do, and critical Thundershock coming
I
from
must leave them
Trylith.
well.
What does that make him, I wonder? No time for that, as we see
won't
a
let this
pitiful
hold me
level
back.
from Marianne. At least it helps her bolt axe.
I think I really get it now.
You understand how to wear armor. I would hope you would eventually get that. Who's the MVP but Dimitri? Get another little break to take a look at how these skills are coming along, what with all the fighting we're doing. We're seeing some people finally get to S rank in some of those skills. There wasn't really enough time to see much of that in Crimson Flower. A lot of the A team is getting up to A authority, so we'll be able to get the fanciest battalions we possibly can. We see Gilbert there at C+, so hopefully he can get to B and get a really good battalion going on him. Some of the most powerful ones are at B after all. And we'll be able to shuffle around who has some of the highest quality battalions. Mercedes used to have Dimitri's unique battalion, but now that she's in the sky, she can't use it anymore. So we have to find a new person to put that on and get that super good gambit. It probably won't be Gilbert, but maybe Felix? Ooh, Ingrid could already hit from across town, now she can do it from clear across continents. More grinding we gotta do. So let's see how some of these new skills play out. This one is just about the same, in that we are using Dark Pulse to work our way through steel types somehow.
Stop marching onward.
Guess maybe we should use that axe more often. Look at that strength on that man.
Don't bother haunting me.
Here comes a crit from
I
Sylvain.
expect no less.
And well, expecting things from Sylvain is a little optimistic there, Dimitri.
I won't falter.
Here comes a level 4 Cyril, the apprentice at the Bridget School of Sorcery, looking to find an Almyran name for himself. And he is studying under Ash, so he may go the way of the samurai. Gilbert here did not quite manage to get a kill despite his awesome crit animation as Trickster. There comes a crit from Sylvain. He's actually starting to kill things as long as they don't try to defend themselves too much. Gilbert. Oh, man. Gilbert is not quite an offensive powerhouse, but that's some pretty good defense. Trilith over here. It looked a lot more impressive than it was. At least Marianne's here to stop you from dying. Sylvain is going to get a totally unnecessary dunk on this guy
Well done.
to defend your honor, presumably. And now he's going to try and kill this wolf, which he needed to literally get 2 crits in a row to do. You see some healing going down from Ash, gets him to level 45, which I believe puts him on the highest tier of the squad. And guess he's forgotten some of the basics of his Bridget curriculum. There is Gilbert getting the last blow of the map. Oh, we got some mithril. That'll come in handy while we repair stuff. Sylvain's actually the MVP? Okay, I'm impressed. Battle number 5 of this grind fest. Just a little bit more before we get to the main mission.
What's next?
Well, what's next is we attack Enbarr, so get as much XP as you can, Annette. Here's Trilith dealing a little bit of fire damage. You can count on Trilith, that's an odd perspective.
Whatever it takes.
Sylvain coming in to finish off that archer.
You ready?
Annette illustrating her dominance of ranged techniques over these mages. And Mercy swashbuckles from the sky now, and she gets to level 42.
Leave it to me.
Not quite as good as the last one, but a fair number of stats. And she gets to work on that speed, which is a little underdeveloped for her.
Can't afford to lose.
Good hit coming in from Annette. She managed to hit the apple off of that dude's head.
Don't bother haunting me.
Impressive.
Dedue, very impressed by Sylvain accomplishing much of anything.
All is going
The
to
pointy
plan.
stick enters its latest victim, and Sir Felix uses an actual weapon. And gets money out of it. Whatever. Alright, this should be the last grindy battle before we finally take the streets of Enbarr. So let's see. Tryin is raring to go in battle and shows off his arson skills. Annette acting as a siege unit, managing to land that crit despite hitting only 50% of the time. And Father Dedue truly is reassured by her ability to act as a fire orb or a ballista at any given time.
Maybe I'm not.
Really good level coming in from Gilbert, so you do actually get to say that now. Maybe not again, but right now. Oh, Sylvain. So dramatic. So little results.
So many openings. All for Fargus.
Well, I'm
As I expected.
glad the sick moves are for Fargus, and that Ash actually saw them coming. He must have been practicing with Father Dedue out in public. Good crits coming down from Annette.
Reassuring.
And they are reassuring. You broke through straight armor with your weakest bow. Sylvain, as you'll see, has the fail knot now. He needed the raw power boost.
I sense an improvement.
And finally, he improves his offensive stats so that his strength can be on par with Ash, one of our mages.
I won't falter.
The wind blows that guy away and gets Cyril to an important level 30.
This still isn't good enough.
Well, your raw stats certainly are not, but the improvement rate was fine.
Luck wasn't good.
Father Dedue actually getting his hands dirty personally to get to level 45.
This is no time to stand up.
And I guess it doesn't matter how he does it. But he borrows the Ire Astral Knights, who have memories of an ancestral hero of the 69 crit. Here goes Marianne up to level 33.
I feel a little stronger.
As long as you're holding that bolt axe, that statement will remain true.
You're done.
And Annette is showing that she is an Olympic level
Knew you could do it.
equestrian.
Whatever it takes.
And Sylvain isn't an Olympic level anything, but look how proud he is of himself for dealing that little bit of damage. Here comes a Thunder to actually finish things off. And who gets to be the MVP of this final map but Annette?
There, finally finished. We probably could have done better if you took this more seriously.
Eh. We get to see that Father Dedue is ready to lead the Church of Duscur as we get ready to install it in place of Enbarr. And we have some other class upgrades to show off as well. Here is Ancient Agarthan Mage Seteth getting to Dark Bishop. And Apprentice Cyril being sworn in as a samurai under Ash.
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here.
Yeah, the channel's pretty new.
So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting and so much fun.
Wasn't it, though?
Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long.
Me too. Please like
Let's
and
all do our
subscribe if
best
you
to
haven't
survive
already.
this, so we can come back here when it's all over.
Oh, we will.
I know that's what I'll be doing.
Now the path to the Imperial capital is finally open to us. What are you talking about?
It's finally time to have the Church of Duscur reclaim its rightful place as the leadership of Fodlan.
Have been broken. All troops, storm in. The Emperor is within reach.
Imperial troops are dug in across the city. Let's cut through them and carve a route to the palace.
The Savior King arrives, hands red with blood. Let's give him a royal welcome.
Artillery!
Once the enemy is in range, fire at will.
Do you really have to hold that artillery in our faces? You saw what happened to Dimitri and Ronder.
I'd be honored.
Okay, well, we have a mess to deal with right here, so let's have Ash the Bowbreaker Samurai deal with this thing right away. And then we'll be able to develop a plan for what to do with the other stuff at the front line before we can think about whether to press forward this way or join up with the other group to the east. Here comes a critical Numa from Happy.
Same old.
And super zoom in there.
I can always count on you.
Can we? I don't know that that's always been a thing. It's a little more recent than that. Anyway, here we have Dimitri losing a lot of health, immediately regaining some of it, and I think he'll get the rest of it after we resolve this level.
With this strength, I can protect
Well,
them all.
with that magic, you can protect them all. And there we go. We get the rest of our HP back. Before Annette comes in, the Inexhaustible doesn't quite do it, so we want to try our best with the Killer Bow. We miss a 74. Okay, frustrating, but not unheard of. Ash has a whole bunch of range right now, so we'll dance him up, and maybe he can finish things, unless we hit the chest button, in which case he will do no such thing. Mercy, try to get us out of this. The Blue Gong, not quite good enough. Pull back. We'll just have to deal, I guess.
What's the plan?
Gilbert and Sylvain form the front line over here. You should be holding a sword right now, Sylvain. Let's have Ingrid use long-range healing on Mercy. And we'll just see what happens. We have a big burb flying in. Oh, we got a Dark Knight coming for Dimitri. Great dodge there, and a guard from Marianne leaves him in pretty decent shape. And we have Dodge Tank Gilbert over here, ready for action. A Wyvern flying in, that'll be a little tricky to deal with. A Bow Knight rivaling Annette. And Dimitri's still alive, we're good. That dodge really did come in handy. We get an interesting healing animation there. And finally, the Brawler coming for Ash. Ash gets a clutch dodge before getting his revenge. And I'm just glad the artillery didn't target him, because he'd be dead. Okay, great dodge there from Sylvain. Really important one, protecting Gilbert and Trilith along with him. We got a lot to deal with here, so let's try using some of our rare AoE. We did put Wave Attack onto Sir Felix, so he is using the personal Royal Guard troops that he has earned to make maximum effectiveness. And let's see. Oh, you're a Bow Knight? You think you have so much range? Well, look at Ingrid outranging you. Deal 40. Not quite enough to take it out, but enough to make a point. Since Sylvain has Fail Not, we needed to give that Killer Bow to somebody, and it went to Trilith, who is ready to go on a rampage with it. 117 gets him to level 45.
There is still
and he is all offense and a little bit of defense.
I see.
Lysithia understands.
I could learn from that.
You actually could. It's the first thing anyone could ever really learn from Trilith directly. Here comes Annette, trying to follow up that performance.
Good going.
And yeah, Happy, a little understated, but it was good. Ash is going to fight magic with magic here, and not kill it, but just illustrate how strong he still is. Can we finish this thing off? No, but Mercy can attack with total impunity and just waste its spell slots. Fly out of ballista range so she doesn't die. And Happy, you're going to have to use the Numa skills again. Here we go. Got him.
Same old, same old.
Gets her to level 40, approximately on par with everyone
Keep your
else.
expectations in check.
Well, you told me to do that before, and I'm glad I did.
I owe you.
So let's do a little bit of healing. Dimitri is in some trouble, but he is currently safe, so we can focus our efforts elsewhere. We actually may just need to pull Happy back so she can get some of that healing done. Crest of Timotheus means she'll be able to do a little more of it later in the mission. We brought Dark Bishop Seteth along since we have a religious mission to complete here with Father Dedue establishing the Church of Duscur as the authority in Boldland. Oh, Trickster Gilbert is ready to meme. Here he goes with his first 69 crit. And Sylvain can't get to 69, but will kill something nonetheless.
I should follow you.
And can hop into that forest for safety purposes.
Draw them toward the Opera House. Reinforcements will be here any moment.
Hubert has a plan. He hasn't said it's flawless yet, so we don't know if we're going to win for sure. Okay, the Bow Knight coming for Ingrid. And, well, we win that little battle of wits. And get to level 45.
Hopefully I'll be more useful now.
Not that much. The speed's helpful, but we just want to illustrate just how bad Sylvain's strength is. It's only a little bit higher than Ingrid's. And Ingrid has been on all magic all the time, the whole run. Okay, Ash, do a little bit of healing here.
Of course.
So, we get Faith level 3. Cool. Now you can Nosferatu a little better. Seteth, continue melting through these armor units using the ancient Agarthan magic that you will be adding to Duscur's might. Sir Felix can stab through anything that isn't armor, and some things that are. Speaking of a thing that is armor, it won't be for much longer as we melt it with the power of the light. And Ingrid gets to heal herself a lot of the way. She doesn't quite have the vampiric powers that, say, Dimitri does, but it's close enough.
I am prepared.
We gotta start running this way, so help Ash out. To dance him up, give him the motivation to keep on running.
Apologies.
And we'll end the turn with a quick rally on Sir Felix. We see a reinforcement, a big burb, and just a dude with an axe running at us, which was scary in The Shining and is pretty scary here too. Mercy doesn't have quite the armor she used to now that she is just Thunder Seteth, but it's enough to survive through that brawler onslaught and have a good amount of HP left, honestly. Let's see here. This Dark Knight could be a problem. We miss a 69 crit opportunity? Annette, come on. Alright, still issues we gotta deal with this way. Sylvain can Wodow in and then run away. He gets hit for 11 despite that being unlikely, so just some nasty RNG for this turn, but I think we'll be able to deal with it anyway. Mercy will be able to fly away in her new form. Let's see if she can win this coin flip. No, of course, not this turn. Okay, Trilith, can you bail us out?
No hesitation.
Okay, you can. Even if that missed, he would have been out of counterattack range, so we would have been okay.
I'm not there yet.
And no, you are not at the minimal
down.
strength to deal damage with physical attacks. Let's get some XP with a ward there, since Annette is in range of something that could hurt her. We'll get some incidental experience with a physic there. Incidental experience from a heal.
I appreciate it.
And that heal may actually matter. We have a mage there crossing the Rubicon of that forest to get into our domain. And just a bunch of running happening. That is why we warded up a net, because otherwise she would have been very dead. But she did get that counterattack, which of course we didn't get the crit on. Alright, Sylvain. We have a sniper in the forest here. Can you kill it, please? I think you can. Yes, you can. Excellent. You actually accomplished a mission I asked you to accomplish. I frankly can't believe it. Good damage there from Gilbert. And he is teeing up Mercy to get this kill. Let's just use the Stick of Ruin. There she goes, through the air. Okay, Trylith. With this killer bow, you're really tearing things up. You got options. Oh, you had a chance to deal 69 damage, man. I guess you never were going to set a good example. Annette, you gotta show him up now. Teach him a lesson. Alright. Can you do it? You did! You gritted your teeth and made it happen.
I'm sorry.
And you get to level 44.
Wait, that's it?
Ugh. Missed opportunities from everyone all around. Okay, Ingrid also had a chance to deal 69 damage. Chose not to take it, though. In her case, it was a little more understandable. She only had a 9% chance. But, you know, that's part of the thing. Alright, Felix going for the 1-1-1 strategy. Healing coming down from Happy as Trylith just tries to get over his failure to deal 69 damage. And we'll reposition everyone to try and console our missed opportunities. Bird coming for Sylvain. He manages to dodge it. Finally doing things right. Took him long enough. The enemy missed a 69% chance crit, so I guess this is equal opportunity. Okay. We have an axe murderer coming up from behind, which is generally not a situation you want to be in. 11 sword strike takes it down to 36. We still have to finish it off. Maybe Mercy can make that happen? Yeah, she can crush it for just enough. Hashtag crushing it.
Keep our guard up.
And she doesn't quite get to level 43. Ingrid, what are you even attacking? There's this thing off screen. So let's see. We can use any of our spells. Let's try to freeze it out. I guess the Dark Knight uniform is somehow keeping it warm. Maybe all that fire magic has something to deal with it. How do we want to finish it off? Sir Felix can come in with a Night Kneeler on his standard issue stick. And that causes it to go down and gets us up to level 45.
Stronger, faster, never enough.
None of that was accurate, except maybe the last part.
Sorry.
So let's heal you up and try to heal your statements up a little bit.
Thanks for that.
Next order of business is to finish healing up Sir Felix, and then do some repositioning. More reinforcements coming. Great dodge there from Trylith. Twice in a row. He nails the 1 and 3. Siege weapons coming down. Can't dodge that. Can't win them all. And he's not in great shape. We'll need Ingrid to come in and provide support. Looks like we'll have to use one of our more powerful spells. Let's throw down a Seraphim to finish it off.
Shall not stray.
And then that should give Trylith the space to canto in with the Killer Bow and pull back. And we miss the crit, so it's not a kill. We'll have to deal with that Fire Orb a little bit more still. Once we take that down, it'll be easier to advance everybody. This Burb has gotten into our personal space. Annette, you need to try and get it out. We land the hit. I think it's immune to crits until we take the barriers down. So let's see what we can do to make that happen. We need to curve shot with the mini bow to make the barriers break. So we get a little crest activation there for bonus style points. And Happy can punch through this wall and get through the health bar. One more barrier to break. So we have a little sewing needle on Father Dedue. And look at that, good enough to take down the barrier. And get some Umbral Steel. That'll help Mercy maintain her collection through the final mission. Dimitri, it looks like you have a lot of powerful options. Just go with a basic miasma. We missed the crit, but it's okay. Get some substantial damage. And Sir Felix can finish off this health bar. Oh, well, guess we should have waited on attacking with you. Okay, Gilbert, move on in. You have a really high crit chance now. Let's use Grounder. And you nail it. Good job, Gilbert. Tricked that bird out of being alive.
Maybe I'm
Is your
not
hit point
a total
total
waste.
69? No, you're not a total
As
waste.
expected.
Far from it. You are now the symbol of our channel, almost as much as Saint Linhart was. But we see Apprentice Cyril learning from Master Samurai Ash still, getting some strength and speed, missing the magic part of the Bridget curriculum, but I like the spirit. Okay, an elixir coming down on that. That's annoying. We have to nail a crit again to kill it with Trilith. So let's see if we can flip that coin a little better this time. Of course not. Annoying. But we may be able to move Ingrid in for this kill. I think she can live through taking an attack. Well, that didn't do it. So let's see. Mercedes can attack with impunity again. So let's just try to hit with an attack that could actually hit. Go into the Blutgong. And we get an irrelevant yet stylish dodge. Can you actually deal any damage, Happy? I guess the Numa Numa is still the way to do it. And doing it up close and personal is just more awesome.
All this violence. And for what?
We're defending ourselves from magical death, primarily.
Thanks.
More healing coming down from almost the whole squad. We have a ton of healers. Okay, Ingrid, can you heal yourself back up, please? Yes, indeed you can. But you don't actually get the kill. That, I guess, is a bit more of a surprise. Another elixir coming down. But now we have options and more people available to actually deal damage to that siege unit. Sir Felix won't accept that you have armor and will pierce right through it. Let's see. We do have to worry a little bit about these encroaching axe users and mages. And Sylvain gets himself blown up, walked straight into that hurricane.
So they've stopped our reinforcements. We will need to thin their numbers as well, or else. If House Varley's troops arrive in time, we may be able to flank the kingdom's army.
Thanks for telling us, Hubert. That's an interesting thing to telegraph. Let's see. Sylvain, maybe don't die? Let's get some extra not death up on you. We'll dance up Annette so she can get pre-positioned to start killing the things that are going to start running at us. She has a ton of range, and if she can get one hit off on this thing, well, that'll kill it, but it also would have put her in a position to kill it on her counterattacks. So now we have the space to heal up Sylvain a little more. And Did you know you can do that? I just repositioned Seteth straight over that barrier since he was about to be in some serious trouble. Now we have Happy that's on the other side of the red zone.
War is for the wealthy. We don't even have enough to eat.
Where did you come
Sure,
from?
the
Who
gods
are
don't
you?
Punish us for a little bit of thievery here and there.
Who is this faction that
More
we suddenly are
reinforcements,
concerned about?
And this time it looks like a fair number.
Yeah.
We could take them down from a safe distance. Is there any way we could neutralize the cannons or catapults?
Dimitri, we're a little past that. We are all up in this bird nest, and there's not really much we can do about the siege weapons we are refusing to engage. But we already took out the relevant one. Felix? You good? Yeah, you're fine. You saw worse in the 5 years that I wasn't here, right? Okay, let's be careful and use a gambit with Sir Felix.
Nothing personal.
We have a ton of these things to deal with, so we have to make sure we can pull everyone into a safe position.
I'd be honored.
Which I imagine will involve disabling some of these.
This should do it.
So the 2 gambits coming out of Felix and Ash will be enough to keep this one out of combat for a turn.
I'm your girl.
And now we have to figure out a way to keep everyone else safe. They don't have infinite range. So if we can keep this one out of the fight, we should be able to pull everyone back into a position where they won't die from all the others. Few more barriers to break. The Fail Not can shoot this one down and deal a good amount of damage.
What's my strategy?
And then we can have Trilith coming up with the Killer Bow and break another barrier and the first health bar. And then if we can get one more shot off, we should be able to keep things safe. Seraphim is super effective on monsters, so this will break the barrier in one shot. Excellent. We will need to think of a way to keep Ingrid safe. Father Dedue... Well, that won't go very well for you, will it? So, only a 9% chance to get hit with the sword dance, though. So we'll take those odds. Get the 2 dodges that we needed. And now Gilbert can come and finish the job with his rapier. Okay, looking good so far. We have the space to heal Felix up, and we get Happy up to this side of the map. And just a little more damage on this health bar there, Dimitri. We'll actually crack out that axe to make that happen. And we still get Poison Strike off of it. That's fun. Bird flying at us. More burb. Lots of birds from all directions. Okay. One bird at a time, I suppose. Let's see what we can do about this one. Try to cut it open there, Ash. It's not a can. It is not canned birds. I guess that is what we have learned. Okay, can we Numa it down? I think we... No, not quite. A Seraphim will get the job done. Use actual magic there, Happy. Okay, so that helps us avoid the counterattack, and now it just has the 1 health bar left. 100% crit, so I think that'll more than do. There we go.
What's next?
Okay, 1 down.
Nice form.
Approximately 7 dozen to go. We still have a decent gambit here on Mercy. This will drag this bird a little closer to the rest of our squad. That'll give us a little bit more of a chance to break down all its barriers. And Mercy is one of the least vulnerable members of the squad, so it's okay if something comes at her. Sylvain is standing on this heal tile and will be able to Canto out of danger anyway. So we'll just shoot and run. Trylith with the killer bow does nail this crit and takes it down in one shot. So since he's holding the chalice,
depend on you.
we might want to put him onto that heal tile so he can counter.
Appreciate it.
We'll dance up Gilbert over here. And, do we want him to just run in and deal damage, or do we want him to break a barrier? Yeah, just punch the bird out. Be awesome. Okay, now the bird can counterattack, so we'll just dive into this forest before firing away at that far-off barrier. And it goes down. Few more we gotta get. Let's use an axe again for style points on our Dark Bishop.
I'll cut through.
And can you actually break this in one shot? I don't think you can, but you can get through the health bar. And so we just need to hit that one remaining barrier. Ooh, look at this. Okay, attacks coming at Seteth. She takes all of 10 damage. I bet they're proud of that. And, oh, if they have barriers up, they can't get crit by Trylith. It's okay. He's on the heal tile. He has Lysithea on guard duty. So many birds. Wow. Okay, Seteth, you can take magic damage, right? Right?
You can't be serious.
5%?
You're not going to die. I won't let you.
I have lived many years.
Well, if Felix has a say, you'll be living a few more. That's a frustrating 5%. Don't have a lot of divine pulses left here, Seteth, so you can't be doing us like this.
Guide me well.
Where can you go that's safe? That's as far as you can walk. Alright.
Ready when you are.
Ingrid, think if you draw him back, he is just out of range of that Mortal Sonnet, or we can at least block access to him with Dedue. So we can still have Gilbert run on in, do his same punching the bird out of the sky, or at least out of its health bar. And we can continue some of what we had planned. Want to be a little more dodgy. So let's just go with Miasma. Dodge 1, dodge 2. Good job there, Dimitri.
I'll cut through.
So let's see. Still continue with that attack, given that we weren't breaking down all the barriers on it anyway. Here are those reinforcements with the Southern Verb. Okay, Mercy takes 20 this time, okay. This one comes at Trylith. And still doesn't deal all that much damage. He's still in good shape. That bird going that way for some reason. And will Dedue be okay? Yeah, Father Dedue is always fine. But he's in a bit of a pickle with all that coming at him. Seteth, what kind of gambit do you have on you? Big resonant lightning, and your charm is pretty good. So let's slam it down here. See how many barriers we can get. Quite a few, as it turns out. Get some Umbral Steel. And, speaking of high charm, Father Dedue is the most charming man in all of New Duscur.
War is an effective teacher.
Isn't it, though? More effective than Trilith for sure. So this should keep Father Dedue safe for another turn. Here's some insurance. And now let's see if we can kill some of these birds. We'll chop this one out of the sky. At least we would have if that were its last health bar.
I'm your girl.
And now we will just kill it with this bow that says kill on it. There we go. Sewn into the death quilt it goes.
Brilliant.
Gonna have a lot of feathers in that quilt. Maybe we can make it into a down comforter or something.
We've got to try.
Okay. Gotta use some gambits to try and keep everybody safe here. That'll lock that one into attacking Trilith, even if we don't totally disable it. So we can come in with the Fail Knot here, fire away, take down another barrier. And lo and behold, it is just a broken barrier over there, so Ash can come in and use the power of the winds to keep that bird desperately flying around the sky, trying to deal with the change in weather patterns. Okay, what do we want to do over here? Ingrid, gotta help Father Dedue out. That magic user was actually pretty dangerous to him, and now he is dead. Okay, Mercy, we got another gambit to draw its attention to you, and potentially put it into a position where we can actually break all those barriers down.
This is for everyone's good.
Not for your offense, but in terms of defending everyone, yes, I agree. Okay, 2 barriers we gotta deal with on this enemy. I think if we want to just go for raw damage, we might be able to kill this one if we're real lucky. Well, we didn't need that crit, but it is certainly stylish.
Why, thank you.
Alright. I think we're in okay shape here, since they are locked into attacking certain people. Seteth is absolutely fine. She even gets a dodge. And another bird coming in from the south and the west. And some assassins making their way over. Alright. Father Dedue still needs to get bailed out. A curved shot means Annette might actually hit here. With just the mini bow is the most accurate. No, we win the coin flip and get the crit.
I'm sorry.
And it goes down.
I'm glad I can count on you.
I am too, honestly, Ingrid. I'm glad you're willing to show that support for your fellow warriors. Now we can move Father Dedue up here. And let's see. We got a big bird up in the sky. And we can still loot some valuable ore off of these things by breaking down all those barriers, so let's get that done. Gotta hit it with something for the barrier to break. So here we go. Just the standard issue stick is enough to freeze that bird in place. And now we can swing at it with the blue gong to take down the health bar. And now we gotta go and try to kill it. I guess Seteth was carrying around that awkward bow for a while for a reason. It does some pretty decent damage. Dimitri, how are you going to deal with this? Got a pretty good crit chance on Thundershock. Of course it misses, even though it was super effective on flying types. Alright, Ingrid is just going to casually from the other side of the city finish it off with a Nosferatu. Sylvain. Just need a curved shot on your mini bow, it looks like. Don't even nail that. More likely than not, crit. Okay, one more health bar. Trilith, just take care of it yourself.
Oh, it's going to plan.
Well,
As I
don't know
expected.
about everything, but that particular attack did. Another level on Happy.
Oh, heck yeah.
You're that excited about Dex, huh? Another bird coming in at Dedue and being completely ineffectual against his mighty powers. Another samurai. What? Did you just take loot from me? That will not stand. Honestly, we have bigger things to worry about, but that has now gone to the top of Trylith's priority list.
It had to be done.
There can be no greater thieves than he that stole the very title and essence of Death Knight. So let's get rid of some of the obstacles to reclaiming our ill-gotten goods. And then the rest of the army is going to worry about actually living. So let's take out this Imperial Samurai a little with Ingrid. And then Sir Felix can finish the job. Then we just have that bird to deal with. Father Dedue can get us started over here with a grounder, and he is quite safe from enemy retaliation. Gets the dodges against all that incredibly scary 4 damage. Now Seteth is free to use his bow. And we got more bows where that came from. Gilbert, use your sewing needle, bond with your daughter a little bit, get in touch with her hobbies. And now Sylvain, since he can run through forests no problem, can also come on over and use his bow. Take down a health bar, take down all the barriers. Look at us go. Okay, Ash, just wait around.
Just our luck. There's nothing here for us.
Except the thing you already stole. Can't get away from me that easy. Can get out of range of the fire orb that easy, apparently, but you can't get away from Trylith that easy. Get an off-screen kill there from Dimitri. Annette is going to try and get the bow of Zoltan for herself. But I guess Trylith also has a thief aura in addition to his IQ debuff. No, let's not use our turn to reposition Annette to get her killed. We will instead just say we are the King of Thieves and get that bow back. Well, we claim it initially. It's weird to state the ownership of it now. Anyway, Dedue gets an awesome crit to take out this bird. Now we got another bird that we have to worry about. Yeah, just use the sewing needle. Take out the barrier in the back. Just take your lumps for that.
Seems I'm adequately trained.
We get foul play. We can get ultra fancy with Gilbert. Okay, Sylvain just trying to get max damage out of you, and it actually works for once. 1, 2, 3, and it goes down, and we get to level 45.
Old habits die hard.
They really do, don't they? You don't have to humor him, Ingrid. Okay then, Ash, just help us out here. We're a little depressed with Sylvain's level. Just deal some damage. And we'll finish it off later. We'll move Mercy up to intercept some enemies in the north, since I don't think one bird by itself is all that threatening to us. Great dodge there from Ash. I've seen more impressive counterattacks in my day, but we're okay. Annette takes quite a lot of damage. We need to move her back. Still armored up from some things. Alright. South Squad, take out the bird. We are running out of rapier charges. So let's just use a grounder with this iron sword you're carrying around still for some reason. Gilbert can take quite a lot of damage given his fancy shield. Can we break down the health bar and the barrier at the same time? The Silver Gauntlet and the Numa Numa is good enough to make it happen. One more barrier. Let's curve it on down. Okay, that mission is accomplished. What do we get out of that one? An Umbral Steel. Wow, glad I put in the effort. Okay, we try to cut it open and don't quite get there. Oh, remember when Seteth learned Curve Shot? I said it would be relevant, and apparently I meant it. Great hit there from Seteth, enough to get him to level 33.
Had I room to grow?
You did, and you took it. Seteth making it a little easier to finish it off. Let's just go in with the Lance of Zoltan. We, of course, miss the crit. So now we have to use Ingrid's turn as well. Seraphim will get there with not a lot of fanfare.
Onward.
And now we got a line of pretty dangerous enemies to try and deal with, so let's get the pointy stick out. And notice that they are in a line formation and just have Lysithea walk straight into them.
I'm not quite ready to die.
Well, I would hope not. So let's have you walk on over and then canto away from that siege weapon that is going to kill you imminently. Speaking of siege weapons killing things... Oh, well, that wasn't a kill. Sorry to set up your expectations like that. Can you kill anything, Seteth? Oh, Thunderbrand will do it. Thunder Seteth taken to the skies and still just as effective. Trilith can't counter that. Its only weakness. Okay. We might be able to actually bring the squad together now to face down all the various things we have to deal with. We forgot to check the combat prediction on that one. So let's have Trilith solve that particular problem.
All is going to plan.
And Lysithea gets to level 33.
I will keep making progress.
Of course, the Fortress Knight keeps getting that magic score. Here comes a recover for Annette. And may as well use the Fire Orb here. 5 damage is more than 0. We will have Mercedes start sapping all of that super long-range magic so that we can move forward at some point. Foul play coming out of Gilbert. That's maybe going to be useful for getting our movement right, since Dedue can dance up people in the back now. Some healing coming down for extra XP. And why not take a shot at some things with Annette? She can canto out of range if she needs to. Okay, we didn't get the kill, but we got some damage. And, oh, she'll still get hit by it. But since she did more than half of its health, I think she kills it. Here comes the bolting. Thunder Seteth just takes the hit since it's not super effective on her, given her electric typing. And there Annette goes, getting the dodge and the kill. So Seteth.
Oh, that church. I've such memories of that place from a time before I was Seteth.
Not gonna tell us about him though? Alright.
Well done.
I appreciate it.
We'll get some healing on while we reposition everyone and get ready to take another bolting with Mercy.
I'm fine.
You are fine. Excellent dodge. Got a super assassin coming down that way. We'll do some more healing and just get ready to intercept the assassin from this direction and another bolting from that direction. So good dodge from Mercy. Now that thing has such high avoid that it'll be difficult to deal with absent a Gambit. So let's have High Charm Annette come on in and teach Not Petra a lesson. Yeah, it pushes it back, which was not my intended effect. But Sylvain should be okay to come in and try to make things happen. Just a Wrath Strike actually kills it, sans crit, and we didn't get one, so I'm glad we did that. We get another Sword of Zoltan. Let's dance up Mercy, so she is in tip-top shape, and so is Father Dedue.
This is no time to stand idle.
But of course, another 2-stat level. Alright. This should be the last bolting, and we dodged 3 out of 4 of them. So now it is just plain out of boltings. We still have, I think, a meteor that is going to come down. We'll have Trilith intercept it with the Death Scythe, and he can actually hit back. They did not plan on that.
Be in vain.
So Trilith gets to level 46.
Not my best.
No, it isn't, but that's because it was long-range death you were dealing out. It's not as visceral, so you didn't like it as much, I guess. So, I think we have a couple more long-range spells we need to eat up, so we'll have Death Knight Trilith move on up to make that happen.
I'm getting closer to my goal.
Level 46 on Ash. I guess his goal was to have enough dex to be proud of himself, or like improve his charm skills. Bolting coming down on Trilith, and he'll just double that one down.
This could turn the tides.
Well, it absolutely will, since now we don't have to worry about boltings and meteors and so forth. We can actually move forward. So, let's have Gilbert get ready here to intercept, I believe it's a wyvern that is coming for him. He can stand in the forest. Ash can get ready to use the power of the winds. Trilith can get ready to not die by having some health. Ooh. Right. Reinforcements. A lot of them. Okay, good dodge there from Ash. He doesn't actually quite get a kill there, but it is quite low on health now. Good dodge from Gilbert, keeping himself at a reasonably high health. Okay, this reinforcement can only get to Mercedes, who is really resilient against magic. Some heal coming down. And now they're in little pods. So let's see here. We, I think, have an assault troop on Sylvain here. So he can make this line a bit of an issue for our enemies. And there's still a lot we gotta deal with. That flyer is still back there. Let's equip Nosferatu in case Ingrid ends up getting hit. We'll Gambit this group. Okay, that simplifies things quite a bit, but we still have a lot of danger in this area. Can we get rid of this thing? We can fly in with all of our relics, and it looks like Thunderbrand will do it if we get a little lucky. Alright, Thunder Seteth powers activate. Good enough to kill that thing. So, one fewer avenue of getting ourselves killed. Let's just reap our way through here.
It won't be in vain.
And another soul claimed from these fields. With that opening, I think we can kill this one off. Alright, we even nailed a crit.
Can't afford to
Okay.
lose.
Okay, we get to level 45 even.
I keep advancing.
I guess technically... Oh, killer bow's broken. That's not ideal. Okay. I don't think we can make this as safe as we want, so I have another idea. We'll foul play Dedue over here so that he can dance up a net. And we'll just bail on this plan of killing everything and just try to kill Hubert. What kind of position can we get in? Our killer bow just broke, so we have to get a 39.
It's almost a shame to kill you. Not even death will make you consequential.
You don't talk to a net that way. Look at how consequential you've been.
We must place our faith in Her Majesty. Her victory is everything.
Well, certainly physics aren't everything to you. Going straight into solid objects.
It's over. The way to the palace is clear. Let's move.
Well, I'm glad those guys just stopped fighting. Of course she is. Thanks for watching this episode of Failure Emblem. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can keep making this content. If you have any suggestions or thoughts on the future of this run or anything else about the channel, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter at @FailureEmblem. Thank you.